If you are not a farmer, you have no business starting a BSF business. If you don't have a fish farm, you don't have a poultry farm, you are not a pig farmer, do not put your money into BSF farming. I said so. Don't try it. You will not make money. The thing is this: BSF is a protein source. It is something farmers can do without. Last year, December, I paid for training. I learned how to farm BSF and I went into it. I produced good larvae. I sold to some farmers. But the thing is this: it requires me to start convincing farmers, send them samples, they will feed their fish or chicken, they start monitoring it for months to see how it will do. I have to start preaching and all that. But if I had a farm, it would have been easy for me. I would just be feeding my chicken, and then the remaining BSF, I would then sell it. So if you are not a farmer, see, BSF is very good for your fish, it's very good for your poultry. You can't take that away. It's 60% crude protein. If you are not a feed mill owner, you don't produce feed, you do not have any business opening a BSF farm. There is no money. Forget the internet story. You will not make money. If you are looking to focus into producing BSF to sell to farmers, before you find a buyer, a farmer that will buy 1 ton, heaven will almost come down. What you'll be selling is 10 kg, 15. If that's the kind of money you're looking for, fine. But if you're looking for big money, it's not like conventional recycling. You know, plastic right now. If I bring 2 million tons of plastic, there is a buyer ready to buy and pay me in bulk. In conventional recycling, there is always a buyer who is willing to buy whatever you produce. Yesterday, I had to let all my flies go. I invested a lot of money into BSF farming, and when I looked at the whole thing, I figured that that's not the kind of money I'm looking for. I'm not looking for 20,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 5,000 naira. Somebody's calling you he wants to order 5 kg of larvae, 5k, or 15k of dry larvae, with 5 kg of dry larvae, which is 15,000. That's the kind of money BSF larvae farmers make. No BSF farmer can come out and tell you that he has an order of 3 million or 2 million. 1 million naira, I would even doubt it. Let the person bring proof. So if you want to go into something that will give you money small, yes, start BSF farming. But if you are looking for something to make money from, good money, BSF farming is not it for you. BSF larvae is an alternative feed source, so people can do without it. That is one thing that is bad about this whole thing about BSF. If a farmer can feed his livestock with only feed. In fact, most farmers are not comfortable with feeding with BSF. At the moment, BSF is not a profitable business to produce only BSF. But if you have fish farm, you have poultry farm, you have pig farm, start a BSF farm, incorporate it into your farm, you will make money. It will cut your cost by 40 to 60%. I don't like anything that has mortality, anything that like fish or chicken. I don't go into anything that might die and I will lose my money. That's why, if not, I would have opened a farm. I have the land space. I would have opened a farm and then incorporated the BSF into it. But I'm not ready for that kind of thing. I like recycling, because come rain, come sunshine, I don't get problem. If rain beat my materials, nothing. The next day I'll supply it. And there's always a buyer. That's why it's very difficult for me to leave waste recycling business to any other thing, because there's always a buyer waiting. There are companies that have invested $10 million, $5 million into starting their own facility. They need recyclables to function. So we are like the life of the business. They need us to survive. So without us, they will not survive. So I will always sell materials to them. But in BSF, the farmer can choose not to feed BSF. He can choose to feed with only feed, and it will not affect his business. It's an option. It's optional. It's optional. So I will not advise anybody to go into BSF farming entirely unless you have a farm. If you have a farm, it's very profitable for you. I encourage you, if you have a chicken farm, pig farm, fish farm, start a BSF farming. Incorporate it into your farm. It will save you 50 to 60% cost. People can do without BSF. People can feed their livestock without applying BSF, and the livestock will still do well. But if you apply BSF, the livestock will do better. You will meet your targets faster. But if you want to produce only BSF and be selling to farmers, Nigerian farmers do not have that awareness yet. They don't. Maybe in future it might become very profitable, but for now, it's not a profitable venture if you are doing it alone. Because I had wanted to set up a 10-plot BSF farm. That was my plan. In conclusion, I cannot call black soldier fly larva production a profitable business as long as Nigeria is concerned today. In future, there's a possibility. Of course, BSF is a lovely insect. Black soldier flies are lovely insects, right? And they are doing wonders. You produce frass, which is organic fertilizer. I used it to plant yam here. We planted potato. We planted some vegetables, and they are doing very well because of the larva because of the frass, which is the organic fertilizer that we produce. It can be scaled, yes. If you set up a good marketing team, you can actually scale it. But me personally, I do not like businesses that that don't have high demand. I can only do businesses like building material that people must build houses, so they need us. You must buy cement, you must buy rod, white cement, you must buy recycling. You need materials to produce. Or maybe I can supply sugar to a juice factory that you must use sugar. Without sugar you cannot produce. Or supply sugar to Coca-Cola. Without sugar they cannot produce. You know, that's the kind of business I like to go to. I like to be the life of a business. I like to be the life of my customers. Customers must need me. That's the kind of business I like to venture into. So for now, unless you have a fish farm, pig farm, poultry farm, I do not recommend you opening a BSF, black soldier fly larva farm. No. But if you have a farm like fish farm, poultry and all that, and you want to incorporate it, it will cut your cost and you become more profitable. People do not know this thing, and it's the truth. Incorporate BSF larva. Talk to any of the experts. Me, I'm not interested in training anybody. I'm focused on my recycling, and of course I intend to open a building material place in front of my office here, because it's a developing area. There's a lot of building happening. That's the kind of business I'm going to. I don't need to beg you. You need me to build your house. So it's all love to all the BSF farmers out there. I wish you all the best, but of course I stand by the truth all the time. I've tried it. I've seen the market, and it's not profitable. I'm out. I've released all my flies. I have larvae here. If you want pupa, I have some pupa left that I'm waiting for them to turn to fly and fly away. I also have some larvae. If you come today and tomorrow, you can get some larvae for me free of charge. I'm not selling them. It's free. If I'm looking for chicken to feed them, I have some dry larvae too. If you need those dry larvae, come and get it. I have like about 20 to 30 kilograms. If I don't find who will collect it, I'll find someone that owns chickens and just use it to feed them. Right? That's it for me. If you're looking at going into waste recycling and you want to learn the business, I offer waste recycling trainings where I teach people how to turn trash to cash. My name is Emmanuel Bell. They call me the bullion. Your trash is cash. Bullion!